While we often shy away from our feelings in discussions about our racial identity and how that impacts our lives, we should always embrace and celebrate what it means to be API.
Hello, I'm Yishen Hung, CEO of New York Life Investment Management, and I'm proud to celebrate Asian Pacific Heritage Month and look forward to working together to strengthen our community.
Hello, everyone. My name is Richard Yao, and I currently serve as the president of California State University, Channel Islands. And as a son of immigrants, I am forever indebted to the sacrifices and resilience of my parents, both of whom immigrated to the United States back in the 1960s. And they had very little with them when they arrived, but their most valuable asset was their education. And this served as the foundation for their long-term success, and not only professionally, but also on how they navigated the myriad of challenges related to being an immigrant of Chinese and Filipino descent. And growing up, my parents always emphasized the importance of education, discipline, and making good on the many opportunities this country provides. But in spite of my parents' support and guidance, I experienced so much turmoil growing up and went through some very challenging times where I truly felt lost. And looking back now, and I didn't even realize it until very recently, these experiences were due to my own struggles with my racial identity as a Chinese Filipino American. And this is something that continues to develop and evolve for me even now. And because of this, I always tell our students, especially our Asian Pacific Islander students, that while we often shy away from our feelings in discussions about our racial identity and how that impacts our lives, we should always embrace and celebrate what it means to be API, how it's such a positive part of our identity, and we should always wear it very proudly.
We are Kimchi,
Chris,
우루찬,
and Instant Miso.
这些艺术家是 McDonald's Drawing on Heritage 系列的幕后推手，我们期待与你共同欢庆 APA 传统月，一起阅览
Our Stories.
APA 的故事，仅在 Webtoon。
And for me, it was truly my education that set the path for my future. Majoring in psychology, I absolutely fell in love with the field, and I knew right away during my first Intro to Psychology course that I wanted to be a clinical psychologist. And my journey to earning my PhD was not a traditional path. There were so many twists and turns and life experiences, including balancing my work and teaching responsibilities and raising a family during this time. But this journey and everyone I met along the way is what makes me who I am today. When we think about the state of current events across the globe, we are all acutely aware of the devastating acts of violence and hate perpetrated against the Asian American and Pacific Islander communities. These acts hit very close to home. I know that many of our students, faculty, and staff are feeling the brunt of these acts. This is also why our faculty and staff created the Asian American Pacific Islander Association to come together to ensure that our campus is a safe and inclusive environment for all. Our campus, especially our student leaders, they have rallied around our API community, and we're very thankful for that. I want you to know it's integral for us to talk about our lived experiences, to raise our voices, and to raise awareness for our identities, because we often shy away from discussions about our racial and ethnic identities and how that impacts our lives. But all of you should feel welcome to explore what it means to be API and how it's such a significant and vital part of your identity, and we should wear it proudly. As the first Chinese Filipino American president of CSU Channel Islands, I come to you with an acknowledgement that I'm standing on the shoulders of all those that came before me, and as a child of immigrants, I am indebted to the sacrifices and resilience of my parents and all that API people have endured in the United States. And with this context in mind, we know there's a path forward to a brighter future, and we see that future in our students as the next generation and their work to better their communities, to uplift their families, and become agents of change in the fight for diversity, equity, inclusion, and accessibility. And remember, please take pride in who you are and believe in all you can achieve as a member of the API community. Take care.